This is Nancy Butler of Above All Else, Success in Life and Business. Recently, I was a presenter at the Northeast Annual Floral Expo in Mystic, Connecticut in March 2014, which was sponsored by Florist Wear. With overwhelmingly positive comments from attendees, I have been asked to share some of the information I provided to help you take your business to the next level. Let's talk about how you could be a guest speaker and how that might be helpful for your business. Organizations such as local clubs like Rotary, Chamber of Commerce, church groups, and a lot of other organizations are always looking for speakers. If you provide them a list of questions in advance, or actually a list of topics with the questions that go with those topics in advance, of telling them what it is you can speak on, that may work out really well for them because they're always looking for someone. They don't know where to find them. And in a minute, I'll give you some information on the types of things that you could talk about that would be really helpful. Find out who their audience is, what their demographic is, so you can make sure you're speaking to the interests and needs of that specific group. Think about organizations that you belong to. They would probably need a speaker from time to time as well. Every local library, whether it be online or actually in the library, also has a card file that lists all the local clubs and organizations. It lists the day they meet, the type of organization they are, the time that they meet, and who their contact person is. If you took some time and went into the library or went online and checked, you would be able to pull a list of organizations and all their contact information so that you could send them a cover letter offering your services as a free speaker and listing some of the topics that you can speak about. Here's one that I came up with that I thought sounded really good that you might be able to use. Making the beauty last, getting more from your floral dollars. If we talk for a minute about you speaking on, for example, fresh cut flowers, some of the things that talk could cover would be why they should cut the flowers on an angle or the stems on an angle rather than straight cut. What's the history about that? Why is it done? Estimate of how much more time the flowers may last if they do that. Why should they remove the leaves below the flower line? Why should they remove the leaves below the water line? What's the history of that, and how much might that save them? And all the other things you know about, like the plant food and how often they should change the water, how long the flowers should last with all of the tips that you're giving them versus how long they might last without implementing the tips that you've given them could be a helpful topic. The way you market your services as a speaker for free, you'd have a sign on your website, you'd also have a sign in your shop, and provide a flyer or a card when someone comes into your shop and buys something from you. There'll be a card on the front counter right next to the register that they can take, and that you should even have a staff or the person behind the register hand them and say, if you belong to an organization, we offer a free service to speak for any meeting that you may have. Here's a sample of a copy of what a flyer might look like or a sign might look like. And if you want to freeze this frame, you may be able to then take this information off and make it into a sign for yourself. I hope you found this helpful, and it should help bring your practice to the next level and make your business a little more successful than it may already be. Thank you.